Is it blinking on the screen? Or is it just red? I think it's just solid red.
It's solid red.
Okay.
We'll
just cut all that out. Hey y'all! I'm Leslie and I'm
give yourself a break.
Hi, I'm Leslie, and this is my beautiful family. My life is crazy, but I do it all for these guys. Won't you come along with me as we laugh and learn from one another here at Three Mamas Drama?
Hey y'all! I'm Leslie, one of Three Mamas Drama. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about me. I am the Messy Bun Mom in the fam. I always look like this. You are catching me late at night, but this is generally how I look in the day too. To tell you a little bit about me, I'm the oldest of what became 8 siblings from a really complicated family. It was good things that came out of really messy divorces and made for a complicated explanation of family pictures. Growing up, I was always super dedicated to school. I went to college at Oklahoma State University, go Pokes, and I studied apparel design and production. I will never forget the day that I ran into my middle school science teacher, the one that I always did science fair with, and told him what I was going to school to study, and he had these bright, excited eyes. He just knew I was going to study engineering, like I always submitted science fair projects into in middle school. And when I told him I was studying apparel design and production, I will never forget the letdown I saw on his face. While I love science and I was very good at it, I felt really passionate and enjoyed creative things and creating, and apparel design really called to me, mostly through high school and into college. And so that's what I studied, and I loved it, and I got my minor in business administration, and I hated it, but I was just sure I was gonna have my own business one day, and I wanted to be my boss because obviously, being the oldest, I like to be in charge. In my last semester of school, I met my husband. We have different stories of how we met. I say that we met at an event at our church group, and he says we met like a week or two before that at a pool party at the university. And technically I did meet him there, but I didn't really acknowledge him. But I was just because I was trying to be single and I was about to be done with school. I was in my last semester and I already had a job lined up in California, and I was just gonna make me happen for the next 2 years. So I really wasn't interested in dating anyone. But along he came, and he was definitely a bigger dream to me. And so I met David, and we dated for like a month, and then he proposed to me. And of course I said yes. He was awesome and fantastic and so much more than I ever thought I would get to have in a husband. And so then we had the longest engagement in the world. I know it's not, but it felt like it. We were engaged for like 8 months or 9 months. It was way too long. But it was great. And then we got married, and we really quickly moved to Idaho. We went to school there for my husband. He was still in school, and we were there for a while, and we had our first baby. We got pregnant super quick after getting married. I think we got pregnant like 2 weeks after we got married. That was crazy. We were born, and she rocked our world. She was intense. And then we moved again, and then we went to a different university. David kept pursuing his degree, but this time in a different field, in the IT field, which was where his true passion lay. Not long before he finished school, we had our second baby, Fox, and he was just darling. And then David graduated, and we moved again. Overall, we just have a theme of moving a lot in our marriage. We've been married for 5 years, and we've moved 6 times, but I really thought we'd move a lot more than that even. It seems like we're kind of settled down for a while, so that's good. I didn't expect to be here already at this phase of life, so it's exciting. We just bought our first home. It's weird to say first home. That's like something people say now, I feel like, but our home. Hopefully we're here like forever, but I guess maybe we could outgrow this. We're hoping to have a big family. We have obviously just 2 kids right now, well, it's not obvious to you. We have 2 kids right now, and we're planning to have more biological children, but we're also in the process to become foster parents and adoptive parents. And we're hoping to complete our family through adoption, and we really look forward to that day. It's going to be a long process, and it already has been such a long process just getting to be able to be foster parents, which for us is the first step. And we're kind of in the middle of that, like, now. It's kind of crazy. We are a homeschool family. That's nothing I ever thought I'd do or be, a homeschool mom. But then you have kids and they change everything you thought you'd be, pretty much. After we had Millie, I realized that while she was an awesome kid, I knew she was a kid that wouldn't do well in a traditional school setting just because of the way she liked to learn. And I knew that I needed to give her a different learning environment, and that if I was able to provide her with that she would succeed. She's incredibly smart, but she's like many kids, and sitting still for an 8-hour day is just a lot to ask of her. She wants to learn through exploration, and I realized that I needed to provide that to her. And so here we are. We're just getting started. We're only in pre-K. Next year starts off officially kindergarten, and we'll be in the big game then, doing it for real. It's been a lot of fun learning along the way, and not every day, most days. No, not every day. Not every day is fun doing it, and it takes up a lot of my time planning and preparing. But I hope it's going to be rewarding in the end for her and I and all of our other children to come. And yeah, so I'll share with you the joys and the struggles of that and of everyday motherhood. I am super not a graceful mom. I don't feel like I was called to do this, even though here I am. I am just stumbling through it and figuring out along the way. A lot of times I say that I feel so bad that my kids are having to be drugged through me trying to figure out me while I have to mom them. So it's kind of unfair to them. But I think we'll all get there together in the end, and hopefully they don't hate me. We'll see. So y'all stick with us while we try to figure this all out. We'll get better at this. But hopefully that's a little bit about me, and I'm really excited to share with you my days because they're nuts and they're crazy, and I can't believe they're real half the time. They seem like a movie script. They're just so ridiculous and over the top. But I'm finding more and more that that's motherhood, and more importantly than anything, I think it's important that we share these things with each other. Share our days, share our experiences, because too often in motherhood you feel alone and you feel like you're the only one, and you see all these beautiful painted portraits of these families and your friends and on Facebook, and everybody looks like life is just flowing and it's happy and it's perfect, and you're running around with snot and vomit on you, and your kid's over in the corner dumping a bag of chips, and you just can't get it together, and you look like this. But that's okay, because we're gonna share these moments together, we're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna have a good time, and hopefully bring you some laughter and some comfort in knowing that you're not alone. We're all in this together, all us mamas with all our drama. I am super awkward in front of the camera. I don't love this. My bun looks good. Actually, it looks kind of weird.